If you want to skip buddy time and go right to the horror game itself, go to the timestamp right here. Hey friends, I'm happy to see you. It's time for one of the coolest experiences we've ever had on this channel. Today we're playing a horror game called Birds Watching, and it's a bird watching simulator turned into a horror game. Of course, before we get started with the game itself, let's have buddy time. And for today's buddy time, I want to talk about something that's really been bothering me recently. It's no surprise that social media in any form can be intensely negative. And to me, it seems like the kind of content that's been doing very well recently, especially on sites like Twitter, is hypercritical content. One example is every time I see a new indie game being talked about, there's tons of comments saying it's slop. Anytime someone's willing to put themselves out there and create something, there's always dozens, sometimes hundreds of people willing to give their 2 cents about it. I realize how discouraging this must be for new people that want to create something themselves. If that's you, if you're looking to get into art, game design, music production, I want you to remember this. It is always easier to critique than to create. When you do, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. In my opinion, it takes real courage and bravery to take a part of yourself, develop it into something tangible, and put it out there for the world to see. Friends, please don't let the fear of critique get in the way of you showing the world how special you are. To create art in any form is one of the most human things we can do, and I promise there are people out there that would love to see that from you. Anybody can be a critic, but it takes bravery to take that step to create. I love you all, and I hope you're safe. Never be discouraged. Welcome to Birds Watching. And here we are, friends, a horror game all about bird watching. One day, a summer fire broke out. Oh. It seemed a fire destined to burn out like so many others. Instead, it consumed everything. Cities, forests, animals, and human beings. In their place, the fire left ash on the ground and black smoke in the sky. What remains of the world is still burning today. So, a fire that wiped out, like, everything? All of modern civilization? Good God. On the top of a mountain, a human being still lived. He did not know if he was the last. But he was completely alone. Or, almost. Dozens of birds had fled to the mountain. They were fleeing from the fire. The human being spent his days watching them through binoculars. It was a peaceful life. Every day a tapping at the window woke the human being. It was a little bird. His little bird. Only that little bird had allowed itself to be tamed. When he called it, the little bird perched on his arm. The human being had sewn a special glove to carry it around. Oh, kind of like a falconer. He had even given it a name. He had called it... Ooh, we get to name it. Well, I have 2 cats. I have Chester and Pumpkin, so let's go with Chester. That works. Chester perched on his master's arm as it did every day. Together, they would stroll around the reserve. They would watch the birds. It was a peaceful life. But it would not last. So as far as we know, we're the last human being on Earth. Everyone else has perished in the fire, and we were safe because we were the single living being, or living human, up on top of a mountain. But in a giant fire, of course, the birds would still be here, and we've learned to live with just the birds. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in our house here. Bird compendium. Oh, okay. So we can hold right or left click to see all of the different birds, and I guess we have to actually go and find them based on their descriptions. That is awesome. Okay, we also have a lantern here. And then we just toggle through. Ooh, here we go. Okay, F to study. Who is this? Oh, a red start. Now, can I look at my journal here? Red start lives on the roof of the house. Okay, this is going to be so much fun because, first of all, bird watching is awesome. I used to do it when I was a really young kid. We had this super old super old bird watching book. And in my backyard, there were always a bunch of trees. I woke up to the sound of chirping birds basically every morning. And the game kind of makes me a little nostalgic for that. Okay, there's the red start again. Let me head up the mountain and see what we can find. This is so cool. What a unique concept for a horror game. I'm continuously inspired, not just like by the development of the games themselves, but the creation of these concepts for what truly defines a horror game. Okay. I'm gonna try to just look around and find some birds without using the guide. Location discovered, old farm. And then once we've narrowed it down to like a few birds left, we'll take a look at the guide. Bird feeder. Oh. Oh. Our buddy's here. Chester, chirp, chirp. Hey, dude. We got one friend in this world, and it is Chester. And then if we're inside of a building, we can take a look at... Oh, we got worms. Very cool. Place worms on a bird feeder to attract a bird. Very cool. Barrels of oil. I imagine that's to refill the lantern. Bags of seeds. When you arrived, they were already here, abandoned and moldy. If it weren't for them, you would have starved to death. Oh. So someone lived here before? Well, I need this lantern. Okay, let me see if I can grab bags of cereal. The only thing you've learned to grow. You've cooked them in every possible way. Yep, I imagine that gets very old, but survival is more important necessarily than the food tasting super great. The building materials that were in the shed when you arrived are almost gone. If you were to build anything else, there wouldn't be enough anymore. You should cut down some of the mountain's trees. It would really be a shame. Okay, well, I'm gonna go put the worms on the bird feeder and see if we can attract a bird. Alright. We're gonna go over here to a little hiding spot. Oh, there we go. We found one. A house sparrow, okay. I think I had some sparrows in the backyard. Who is this? Who is this? Ooh. Oh! How dare you? You better get back here. Come on now. And who is this? Ooh. He's way up there. An eagle. Your radio intercepts a transmission. But how? Who's operating the radio if we're the only ones left? Well, I guess we don't know that we're the only ones left, but I'm assuming we're the only ones left. Even with a new race. What is this, Metal Gear Solid? Who is that, Solid Snake? I repeat, civilization must go on at all costs. If you agree, answer the call. So there is someone else still alive. Who is speaking? Is there really someone else speaking? Yeah. Today is a magnificent day. At last, I find a promising recruit. Now we have a lot to do, you and I. Who are you? Shut up. I ask the questions. You speak only when addressed. My name is Chow, Brigadier Officer. I'm the commander of a small group of selected survivors of the fire. So there are more? The Chow Brigade. We are following the path that leads to the highest mountain in the region, Grand Tak. You, if my calculations are correct, are transmitting by radio just from there. Do you confirm, recruit? Sure. You forget that you must answer an officer with yes, sir. Alright, dude. We get it. Okay? Come on now. If I were there, you'd earn 5 lashes. We'll see what my Falcon Chester says about that. He'll hit you with a nice peck or two. Huh? See how you like that. In any case, for now, the important thing is that we've established contact. Recruit, I am on a mission on behalf of history, the universal principle that determines events. Yeah, I know what history is. I do not believe our meeting is a coincidence. I enlist you in my brigade by extraordinary measure. Yes, sir. Welcome to Chow's brigade. I assign you the rank of corporal. Do ranks mean anything if there's like 5 people left? I have a mission for you, part of the operation to occupy Grand Tok. What? Occupation of Grand Tok? I said I asked the questions. I was getting to the point anyway, Corporal. I am leading the brigade up the mountain. According to my intelligence, there's an old, disused fortress up there, Fort Tok. Military importance? None. But that fortress should contain a large reserve of canned food. I want you to find that food, and to notify me by radio when you find it. That's the mission. We will arrive today. I will keep you updated on the time. I want the mission completed before my arrival. Otherwise, you'd be expelled from the brigade and, as useless, eliminated. What? You like asking questions, I've noticed. Normally, I would find it irritating, but as you can imagine, I'm very eager to have a conversation. If you do not have excessively stupid questions, feel free to contact me by radio to have a quick chat after breaking ranks, you know. Brigadier Chow, over and out. Chester, what do you think of this guy? I don't know. He seems very strange to me, and I don't really like what he was talking about. What, like, for the good of civilization? Something about, I guess, humanity continuing on? What does that imply? There's not many of us left. I'm gonna pet him. It's okay, buddy. Pet him again. I'm here for you. You can talk? Master, don't listen to Chow. Please, don't listen to him. Chester, you're talking. Yes, Master, I speak. For you alone, I decided to break the rule. The rule? Wait a minute, can all the birds speak? For me? You've lived on the mountain with us for years. You admire us every day, making us feel special. I consider you a friend of birds, a friend of mine. I consider you a friend too, Chester. But that's not what I have to tell you. You are in very great danger. Chow will show no mercy. You must fight him. Well, he's the first human being I've met in years. And that is terribly bad luck, Master. All humans are disgusting creatures except you. That's why you must not let him set foot on the mountain. But you can't do it alone. You must gather your allies and stop him. Allies? What allies? Your true only friends, Master. The birds. Okay, wait a minute. There's a chance Chester might not actually be speaking here, okay? I could be, you know, kind of losing it. Being up on this mountain for 2 years alone with nothing but birds. Could be. So go talk to the birds. I'm not the only one who speaks. We all speak, and they all watch you, Master. You just have to watch them with your binoculars like you do every day, then say the password. Chasnifev? I guess? What does it mean? I can't tell you, Master. Just know that if you say it, the birds will speak to you. Explain to them that you're in danger. That the whole mountain is in danger. To find enough birds, you can't stay within your home's boundaries. You must go out, Master. Open one of the gates and go out. Oh my god, what do I do? So we can decide whether or not we want to listen to Chester or find the food for Chow in Fort Tok based on our tasks there. Which gate should I choose? The upper gate leads to the mountain trails. The lower gate leads to the lake. There is no right answer. You just have to cross the boundaries. One last thing. Don't waste time trying to talk to the birds you've already watched today. Look for strangers. That's all. If you need advice, Master, call me on the glove. I will help you to the best of my ability. That's all for now, Chester. Good, Master. Good luck. Friends, I don't know what to do here. Hold on a second. I want to study this guy. Beep. There we go. Swallow. Oh. Oh. Chesnefev? Ah. So Chester revealed the password to you. Stupid chatterbox. What do you want? The mountain is in danger. It always has been. We live surrounded by fire in a world your kind destroyed. Did you forget? You're the only one who thought you were on vacation here. Listen, I just want to be left alone. Go bother some other bird. Well, Chasnifev to you too. What was that? I don't know what that means, but that was rude. Let me take a look at the journal here. Okay, I guess I don't need to talk to the others then, because we've already spoken to them, but let me take a look out here. Good God. I guess there's this glow over everything because that fire is still raging on. Makes me wonder how the others survived. I'm more inclined to go toward the lake. That's what's, at the moment. There's the red start. Can I talk to you or no? Nope. At the moment, I just feel like... I don't know, that's what's calling me. Let's go ahead and check it out. I still want to move... Ooh, softly. There we go. This is a crag martin. Hello. Chasnifev. What did you say, butthole? Chasnifev? Stop it right now. You have no right to use it. Get out of my sight. Or I'll poop in your mouth. I'll call Chester. Dude, he just said he's gonna poop in my mouth. Master, I'm sorry about these first meetings being so unpleasant. I should have warned you. Not all birds see it the way I do. But don't lose heart. You'll see, you'll find birds willing to listen to you. All right. Don't lose hope, Master. We will stop Chow and save you in the mountain. Corporal, we are proceeding at a brisk march. How's your mission progressing instead? I'm making progress, sir. One step after another, just one, and inevitably you reach your destination. I used to say that to my daughters as well. Ooh. Corporal? Sir? Are you plotting against me? Honestly, yes. No, I'm not gonna say that. What makes you think that? I have an intelligence service. I studied strategic sciences. My instincts tell me. But in the end, only instinct really matters. No, sir. You keep repeating, sir. Are you trying to please me? In the hope that I'll be distracted, perhaps? And allow you to complete your plan? Allow me to give you a fuller picture of your situation. I don't expect to take Grand Talk without a fight. I understand if you want to resist me in my brigade. But from the information I have, you're alone. You have no option other than to be killed. Perhaps you think my speech is about history or the ravings of a madman. But mine is in theory, it's practice. I survived the fire, the chaos, and the violence. I wasn't born chosen, I became it through my sacrifices. I am alive, and I will continue to live to build something resembling a dignified life for me and my brigade. That's why I need that mountain. Your mountain. I once offered you the chance to join us and survive. Will you join me, or will you resist me? I will join you, sir. I'm lying. I'm lying. Prove you're worthy, and you may. Chow over. Right. Okay, where's that lake? See ya, burb. Okay, this gate? Yes. How do I open it? The gate of your house. You haven't gone out since you built the little wall. What do you want to do? Open the gate. Okay, and out we go. I don't see any birds here. I'm just gonna... What the hell was that? I don't even know what that was. It sounded more like a wolf or a beast howling than a bird. There's something there. I just... There it is. Come on. What is it? Common Swift. Little guy. Chester. Oh, come now, young man, don't use that word. Wait a minute, is this a bad word? It's rude if it's not in a bird's beak. Am I swearing? Huh? Should I wash my mouth out with soap? What do you want? The mountain is in danger. Allow me to correct you. You are in danger. The mountain is no problem at all. But again, I'm digressing. I can see from your look that you are desperate, seeking help. I will help you. Thank you so much. You're welcome, you're welcome. You know the swamp at the foot of the dam? No. It's right at the foot of the dam. Check your map if you're unsure. Do I have a map? At the edge of that swamp, there is a burrow. It leads to a fissure in the mountain. It's a silent and quiet place. Then plant your head against a big rock and smash your skull against it. Oh my god. Okay, you are not helpful at all. In fact, you're a little rude, and you're starting to make me question whether or not I've been saying something bad this whole time. Smash it again and again and again. Your problems will end. You will never have to worry about Chow again. Wait a minute. I didn't tell you his name. I picked the other option. I never told you his name. What kind of advice is that? You're not a bird, young man. You have neither feathers nor a beak. You are a human being. Your kind tormented us for centuries. True. When the world ended, even though we were forced to survive on this mountain, we birds were relieved. They went extinct, we thought. Instead, you arrived with your binoculars. Let me be frank. We were just waiting for you to kick the bucket. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get ready for the 5 o'clock worm. And stop using the C word in the presence of honest birds. Is it too banal to say good morning? Chester, you and I have a big problem, buddy. Because, I've been extremely rude to everyone I've met without knowing, so of course they're being rude to me back. I'm truly mortified. This wasn't supposed to go like this. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I was insulted and mocked. I thought that by talking to you, they would change their minds. As that a bird said, they don't consider you one of them. They consider you like an invader, like Chow. We have to improve their attitude toward you. While you were talking, I gathered leaves from all over the mountain. I smeared them in resin. They're very sticky now. Take them. Why? All right. What you have to do is undress. Pardon? Completely naked. Yes, I know what undress means. What? Clothes are a distinguishing sign of a human. Have you ever seen a bird wearing pants? Finally, cover yourself with the leaves. Be careful that as little skin as possible shows. But why? Because they have to forget that you're pink and smooth. That's all. Are you ready? You know what? Let's do it. It's the right choice, Master. First, take off your clothes. Okay? I'm covered in leaves. Now cover yourself with the leaves. Right. Ugh. Cover yourself better. I think you guys are just... This is some elaborate prank. I am being pranked. Perfect. Wow. I'm so handsome. No one will have green, beautiful feathers like yours. Oh. Oh. Did I scare someone? How can I help you, Master? You know what? I want to talk to you. I want to know more about the password. I told you I cannot say anything else, Master. The birds are watching us. Have you forgotten? Where does it come from? This I can tell you. I don't know. We birds have always had it in our heads, almost like a platonic idea. I must know what it means. It is the most sacred word of the mountain birds. It represents the truth. Enough, I cannot tell you anything else. What does it do to the birds? It is enough for you to know that they do not like hearing it, but precisely for this reason it forces them to speak. However, do not abuse it because it causes them pain. Okay, that would have been nice to know. Alright, I won't insist further. Let's see. Who are you? I am myself, Master. I am your friend, your bird. But why are you so fixated on me? because I see in you a wholesomeness I do not find elsewhere. The mountain, us birds, all that remains of the world. I have the impression that without you, nothing would make sense. An instinct. That is why I draw so closely from you from the very beginning. Okay, what do the birds think about your fondness for me? They do not share it, but I do not care. Feelings are more important than any judgment. I agree with that. What did you do before? It doesn't matter, really. I want to know. I am a bit embarrassed, to be honest. I don't remember. It's as if the fire had taken away my memories, too. Okay, enough talking about you. I agree. Much better to talk about you. Alright, well, thank you, Chester. I appreciate the help. I'm gonna go ahead and look for birds again. Time is passing. You check the time on your radio. Okay. Goldfinch. I'm gonna say good morning this time instead of the mean word. Good morning to you. Lovely day, isn't it? As lovely as it can get when you're trapped waiting to die by suffocation, of course, but lovely all the same. You're new, aren't you? Lovely feathers. How can I help you? Oh. Right. This disguise is actually working. The mountain is in danger. I've lived in better places. The neighborhood here, by which I mean the crazy human with binoculars, leaves something to be desired, but I won't let it fall into the hands of a band of resource raiders. I will help you. I heard someone was trying to mobilize the neighborhood, talking about Chow, I guess. Maybe Chow is already known, that's why the other bird knew that name. It was you, wasn't it? Oh, they're talking about me? Yes. I had formed a different idea of you from the stories. I like you. I'll talk to the rest of the neighborhood to change their minds. Okay, this is a very good development. Did you see, Master? Your new feathers worked. I didn't think it would work. It just needed a little embellishment. Now the birds see what I see. Your pure, clear beauty. We have to talk to all the others. I get it. Time is passing. Okay, here's the map. I am here, by the lake. And I guess there's some kind of a... Oh, I saw something over here. Hold on. Goldfinch. I saw a bird over here I hadn't gotten yet. I know time is passing. But I still want to get all the birds. Oh, look, a bird has arrived. I bet you'll tell me now that the mountain is in danger, or that a bad man named Chow is coming to hurt you. No. You'll beg me to help you. Are you done? Not yet. If I refuse, you'll whine a bit, indignant. But I live here, you'll say. You can't let me die, you'll scream. Do you realize how pathetic you are, human? I'm sorry I'm human. Did covering yourself in leaves seem like a respectful idea to you? You have no respect for the bird's traditions. You disgust me. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to lunch. I've got worms on the table waiting for me. Yeah, well, you eat worms. And I eat cereal. Chester, help me out here. The feathers aren't working, Chester. No, Master, that's not it. It's that they're not enough. We have to do more. The birds that remain are very suspicious. What do you say we appeal to their love of tradition? I have some worms here. Normally, you give them to us. Wait a minute. I have to eat worms now? Normally, you give them to us to eat. I think it would help if you ate them. Just this once. Will you eat these worms? Give them here. Pinch your nose, Master. They say it helps. Here's a first handful. Oh, eat the worms. Ugh. Okay. You have to eat more, Master. Eat more worms. You're starting to like them, huh? No, I'm not. Here are more worms. Okay, dude. I'm just becoming a bird. Perfect. Oh, God. Yep. I vomited up the worms. Great. Is this like a cave painting of what the birds... have seen me as. I don't feel very well. Don't let them see you disgusted. We'll say you were practicing for the little ones. I hope you feel full. Those were all the worms I had set aside. And now, it should be enough, Master. Let's hope we're convincing the most skeptical ones. Alright, let's hope. Okay, back to bird watching. Oh, what is that? What in God's name was that? What in God's name was that? That bird looked like it had a face. Panoramic binocular, okay. That's pretty cool. I don't see anything, though. Who is that? Wait, can I zoom in? What is that thing? Okay. So I have a couple of theories. I wonder if that's like a Birdman guy and it's like actually Chow. Like Chow is half bird, half man. I don't know. I have no idea. I think I need to be more cognizant of the fact that time is passing. And head to the next area. Let me see. House of the Bird, Old Farm. Okay, we want to go... No, I want to go this way. Wait a minute. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, I want to go this way here. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. There's some here. Hello? Any birds? Okay, this is the cave where I was told to go bash my head into the rocks. And I don't plan on doing that. Here we go. A blue tit. And yes, that is a bird's name. Good morning. Hey, buddy. You've got something on your mouth, or am I wrong? Just a little worm wriggling. When they struggle to get out, they're my favorites, so what do you want? A human named Chow wants to hurt me. Let me try that. I don't leave a bird in trouble, and I don't want foreigners on the mountain either. Yes, I'll help you. Wait, what? Okay, that last thing was really rude that you just said, but okay. Master, as you can see, the plan is working. Move on to the next ones. Just, would you maybe like to get rid of that little worm you have between your teeth? You know, manners. Eat the worm. I'm happy you're starting to like them. I'm not. I had almost lost hope, Corporal. I didn't think I would find a home for my men. How the air grows cooler as you climb. I'll keep listening. Step up, Corporal. You must be up to the task. Yeah, climb. Right. Okay. Hello? Okay, that is... Oh. Collapsed tunnel. Can I go in here? Oh, there's worms here. Temperature measurements at the old tunnel, 46 degrees. 46 degrees, 46 degrees, 46.1. A list of increasing temperature follows. So he's making those notes. I guess, again, the lower we go, the closer we are going to be to the fire, so some of the fumes... Hello? 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 That thing was huge and it had human legs. Absolutely not. That thing was huge and it had human legs. Dear God, help me, Lord. Alright, let me make sure there are no new birds here. Okay, I'm gonna go... It's a goldfinch. Okay, I'm gonna put this worm over here. And see if anything comes to feed. That guy was instant. Wait a minute, that guy was instant. I didn't have any time to get him. There's like a bridge. Where was he? Good God. I didn't realize the birds were that fast. Okay, whatever. Can I not get back up? Am I really stuck here? Oh God. Am I cooked? Did I just like ruin the playthrough? Hello? Okay, we're gonna head down the bridge this time, being careful to not fall off and ruin the run. So we're heading to... Where are we headed, actually? I don't know what this is. The dam? Yep, I think this is a giant dam, and I'm afraid that the lower we go, we're gonna get near that... Ooh. Wait a minute now. Okay, hold on. There we go, study. Cardinal. I'll just say good morning. If it really were a nice day, you wouldn't come begging for my help. I know Chow is coming. I know you're scared. I already know what you want to ask me. I won't help you, fake bird. You can spare your pleas. I'll die if you don't help me. Maybe it's right that way, don't you think? You're no different from Chow. Chow threatened to hurt me. What have you been doing all day instead? Going around torturing the other birds with that word? All for your own interests? You're an invader just like Chow. At least he's honest. I could force you with the password. Of course you can do it. You could even kill me by repeating it over and over. But by doing so, you'd prove my theory, wouldn't you? You'd be the same as Chow. Want to be accepted as a bird? Prove tenacity. Stop whining. And now leave me. I want to enjoy the peace while it lasts. I'm sorry, Master. Truly, I'm sorry. You did your best, Chester. But it's not enough. How will I do without you? I won't let you go, Master, not without trying everything to the very end. You need a beak, it's clear by now. But we have to make room on your face. Huh? I have to cut off your nose. No, that's not possible. There's no other solution. They can't see all that softness. Tenacity, said the bird. Show them tenacity. Look, we've done everything up until now, just cut my nose off. I'll have to use my claws, Master. It's going to hurt. Clench your teeth. Okay. Oh my God. All right, now I have to break the bone. Clench harder. I'm gonna break my teeth too. I just have to shift the bones a bit more. Clench your teeth like there's no tomorrow. We're there. I'm done. Perfect. Oh my God. And now I have a big, beautiful beak. I am truly a mobile gamer beyond compare. Smile, Master. You're a bird. Master? Smile. Yes, exactly. Cheer up. Chester. Corporal, I've reached the mountain. I am speechless. The air is incredibly fresh. There's even grass. Grand talk is perfect. Perfect for what? Questions, questions, questions. Always at the worst possible times. To build a new city, of course. At first it will be small, but soon we'll be numerous enough to repopulate the entire mountain range. You, on the other hand, are giving a miserable display of worth, Corporal. Why have I still not received news of the food reserve? Well, funny about that. Funny you should mention that. We'll remain in camp to farm and build for months. Now more than ever, I need that food. You have until 19. Don't be afraid of that vandal, Master. You've acquired a beak. You're very close to obtaining the bird's approval. Chow is waiting for you at the gate that blocks the entrance to this mountain. There, the clash between you and him will take place. When you're ready, meaning you have the bird's help, go face him. Face Chow when you're ready. Can I face him even now? Well, yes, you can go to the gate at any time, but why would you want to do that without the bird's help? It would be suicide. That's a good point. Okay, well. Let's see if I can get the bird's help. Can I... Oh, there we go. And who is this? Hooded Crow. What a nice beak you have. With such a beautiful beak, you shouldn't look so sad. You're the one who wants to create a neighborhood coalition, right? To oppose the human? I'll help you, and I'll tell my friends to do the same. Master, careful. You might have gotten an infection, but you finally have the bird's unconditional approval. You did it! Are you ready to face Chow? All you have to do is go to the old gate. There are still birds you haven't spoken to, though. Maybe you want to find them too. Just be careful about the time you have left. Okay, that's a good point. I do want to look for those birds, though. Like there's one right there. Who are you? Oh. Good morning. Hey there, young feathered one. What lovely feathers. They look like they sprouted today. They're so green and bright. Let's have a chat. I was watching how fascinating the smoke plumes are. I'm 12 years old now. I've watched them hundreds of times, and yet, I still find them relaxing. Incredible how even the end of the world can bring something good, I'm looking for help against Chow. Other birds told me about it. It sounds really scary. I understand why you want to do something about it. I'll gladly help you. And when this is all over, we'll enjoy a nice warm cocktail, huh? You know what? I hope it gets to that point. I'm feeling a little less confident nowadays. But I do hope it gets there. Okay. So we are making great progress. Oh, there's a bird. Someone flew away. Panoramic binoculars. Let's see. Can we find anything? Oh. 15 minutes just hit. I'm checking around to make sure I don't miss any boids. Any boids? Let me check. A little panoramic binocular. I don't see anything. It is a little hard to see with how smoke-filled everything is, but that's part of it. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Okay, I want to head this way. First, at least. And we're gonna see if we can find any more of them bleeds. I hear one, but I don't know if it's new or what. And of course, there's still that random Birdman creature. Oh, here we go. Come on, stop flying. Where did that guy go? What is that? Is that a hand? What? A magpie. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp to you. Today that weirdo human was going around asking for I don't know what. Charity or whatever. But I don't give anything away. What's mine, I keep. So what do you want? Man named Chow wants to hurt me. So few of us are left, but humans still find ways to hurt us. Bastards. I'm with you. It's time we put a stop to the trespassers. Okay, good talk. Easy enough. Oh! What is that? Oh! That can just happen? Hello? Okay, what's in this cabin? Hello? The sheet is covered with wieners, drawn in pencil. Turn the sheet over. More wieners are drawn over a series of tic-tac-toe games. At the bottom of the sheet, there is only one word written. Boredom. Right. They drew a bunch of hot dogs. Oh. Tongs, a pair of thick, rusty pliers. Do you want to pick them up? Sure. I don't know what they're for. They drew a bunch of hot dogs, guys. A bunch of hot dogs on the thingy. Right. Okay. So I picked up more worms, and I think... I don't know exactly where I need to go. But I want to try using the worms again on the one spot where that bird flew away. Wait a minute, there's a cave here too. Right here. Is this safe to enter? What does this say? Oh, it's Chaznefev. What does that mean? Well, I guess we still don't know. They won't tell us, but it's got something to do with the birds. Okay, more worms. And another page. Possible ways to escape from the mountain. Someone goes crazy. Or if someone goes crazy. Underground tunnel that collapsed it to keep the other refugees out. Alpine trail closed by the gate. Cave inaccessible. There's a grate built by the Civil Protection years ago. So there were refugees here? Oh my god. He's here. Oh! Wait a minute. Was this guy, like, with them? And then they went crazy? Oh, say does that star-spangled gamers in the bird game. We are watching the birds. And there's a large bird with toes. Okay, here's one. I'm gonna put that Boyd feed out. There we go, yes. Boom. Hoopo! Oh, I like this bird. Looks really cool. Good morning. Hello. What can I do for you? Chow's coming to get me. So what? I don't understand why you're so upset. Still, if you care that much, I'll give you a hand when you face him. What do you say? Happy now? Why are you all so indifferent to Chow's arrival? I don't understand. Does that surprise you? After all, we're the last of our species. We're confined on this peak, surrounded by smoke and fire. We will never be able to migrate again. We will never dance high in the sky again. You get bored on these branches so much. Do you see why, whether Chow comes or not, it changes little for us? No, you're wrong. About what? The mountain's small, but it's ours. We're the last because we're the chosen ones. If we can't fly, we'll learn to walk. We're the last because we're the chosen ones. Human beings have almost disappeared. Our predators are ash. If now we get rid of Chow forever, we won't just be free, we'll be masters. We'll have defeated the human race. You're right. It's not the end. It's a new beginning. Okay. See how right we are? I'm waiting for you to come open this gate. It's 4 poorly planted posts, Corporal. Don't make the mistake of believing they can stop me. Why is it taking you so long? I'm still on mission, sir. You're only delaying the inevitable, Corporal. I'm doing you the courtesy of allowing you to come to me on your own 2 legs, to open the door for me. I do it to preserve your dignity in front of my men. Be grateful and make the most of this opportunity, Corporal. Sir, I told you, I'm still on mission. How long can it possibly take to complete a round of your mountain? You're piling excuse upon excuse. This mountain is mine now. Accept it, or you'll become worm food. Chow, over. Okay. Wow, you really don't have a lot of trust in me, do you, Chow? I mean, you're right, but still. This lack of trust is quite concerning. Okay, I'm gonna go run back and get that other bird. Wait, is there something inside of the dam as well? Hello? Ooh, another page. Okay. Things to do before starving yourself to death. I'm not reading that. Pee on the floor. Pee on the door of the selfish son of a gun from the farm. Done. Hey. Play a game of tic-tac-toe with my friend Chester. Done. Wait. What? Wait a minute. Chester was this guy's friend too? What is Chester leading me to do? Did he trick this guy and that's why he's a skeleton? Okay, I am really... Oh my goodness. I am really starting to not trust Chester. It almost feels like he's done this with other humans. How can I help you, Master? A monster attacked me. I have never seen that creature. It was terrible, Master. Why didn't it kill me? I don't know. It had that kind of very long beak. It could have easily torn you to pieces. Instead, it only wounded you. Okay, about facing Chow. Chow must be faced, Master, so that you may live peacefully on the mountain. He must die. Guys, something is not right here. Something is very, very wrong. And unfortunately, we are wasting time because it is ticking closer and closer to 1900, which is when we have to face Chow. Okay, here we go. There it is. A robin, okay. Good morning. Good morning to you. Oh my, what happened to your beak? It's in terrible shape. I broke it. I bet you went and crashed into a tree. It's all this damn smoke's fault. I hope you get better anyway. You almost look like a human with that soft, exposed, bloody flesh. I'd go see someone if I were you. Well, I'll leave you to your business. When the time comes, I'll be there. Call Chester. Master? Is something wrong? Chester, a bird noticed my beak is strange. Oh, Master. But you mustn't get paranoid now. You have feathers. You ate the worms. Now you also have a nice beak. It was just a nitpicky bird. Right, yeah, nitpicky bird. Okay, now we're headed near the top of the mountain. But it seems like there's a detour up here. Can I head upwards? Oh god, this is steep. I literally had to like spam jump to get up here. Location discovered monument. And I bet we can see a ton of birds from up here. Or maybe not. 3,500 mountain. What is this? Commemorative plaque. There's a plaque at the base of the monument. The Piedmont region, in memory of the fallen of the Great War, erects this monument in perpetual memory of the noble sacrifice, soaring on the summit of Grand Talk. History will never forget you. A list of names, surnames, and dates of death follow. There's the eagle. More worms. And what do we have here? Hey, it's a jay. The man bird came to visit me, or was it the Birdman? Even looking at you, I just can't tell. You know I'm a human? Of course. I know humans better than any other bird here. But don't worry, I adore humans. Your secrets are safe with me. Don't you want to do the usual thing? You know, Chastafev or good morning? Good morning. Okay, I have no idea if that conversation I can even put on YouTube. What in God's name was that? Here's Chow. Corporal, I have reflected. I take back nothing of what I told you, but I understand that you are a victim of a history that spares no one. You found yourself in my path. I will not change my mind, but you have empathy. I hope you'll prove yourself to be a useful member of this brigade, to make it your home. Right. Oh, here's something. Okay, I'm gonna look around for more. I don't know if there is anything else up here. Okay, found another bird. Bluebird. Hi, pretty little sparrow. Good morning. What a provocative way to say it. What are you doing around here? A man named Chow wants to hurt me. Twisting even a single feather of yours would be an unspeakable crime. What are you trying to say? A little sparrow like you should only be caressed. What? We absolutely have to do something. Fight Chow? No, I meant something. Do I have to be explicit? I've already met a bird like you. No. I'm not like that deviant who's into humans. Disgusting. What is going on? Master, the choice is yours. Mating with a bird could give you a certain charm with the others. Hello? But you've already earned their support. What is actually going on in this game? No, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. No, not this. Refuse the bird's courting. Frigid. Absolutely not. Okay, we have 3 birds left. So 2 are near the orchard and 1 lives at the old gate. Okay. I thought I saw, oh, here we go. Right there. A pelican? Oh, a seagull. Oh, the human covered in feathers, Chester's little buddy. I'm not as gullible as all the other birds, but don't worry, your secret is safe with me. I'd be very happy to chat, my dear. Unfortunately, I have an engagement. See ya. I just need a few minutes. Ugh, how persistent, but now that I think about it, I've always wondered how you managed to get up here. Why you instead of so many others? Tell me how it happened. In exchange, I'll hear your request. Alright. Where were you when the fire broke out? I don't remember where I was. Don't remember or don't want to remember? I don't want to. This story isn't starting well. You'd better improve if you want me to listen. What did you do when the fire broke out? I ran as far away as I could. If only you could have seen from above like me, you would have understood there was no more near and far. The whole world was burning. Is this where you found the truck that brought you up the mountain? How did you know that? We birds are always alert. Nothing ever escapes us. You arrive up here and find fresh air, water. You discover the fire can't climb this high. You find the abandoned farm and rebuild it. You raise a little wall to defend your corner of peace. What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? You shouldn't know these things. You just told me, didn't you? I didn't tell you those things. Then I must have guessed them. I'm very intuitive, you know. Tell me how you know them. No. I don't think I will. Tell me. You're becoming boring. Can we get back to the story, please? No, tell me how you know those things. I don't want to, and you can't force me. Stop, or this conversation ends here. I'm gonna use the word to make him tell me. No. Now I order you to tell me how you know those things. I don't want to. I won't do it. Stop saying that word. It's torturing me. It's the word. It's like a truth serum to these guys. I don't know if I'll be able to remain myself if I keep hearing it. I don't care about your story anymore. Go away, please. I'm gonna say it again. No. It seems like it's some sort of spellbinding word. Like, maybe... I don't know. I'm starting to feel like there's some supernatural stuff going on here in terms of, like, maybe this is a spell. No, I don't want to. Stop it. Tell me. Are you still there? Chemical components at last recording. What? Carbon percentage off the charts. Hydrogen percentage off the charts. Arsenic percentage off the charts. Nickel percentage off the charts. What is going on? What? Iron percentage off the charts. Vanadium percentage off the charts. Effective continued exposure unforeseen. Wait a minute. Are these elements? CH... Wait, these are elements. Vanadium. Those are elements. How can I help you, Master? Different, you know, on the periodic table, different elements are different combinations of either one letter or two letters, an uppercase and a lowercase. Chasnefev is a bunch of elements put together, and it was like measuring different components. What are these birds? These are not birds. What is actually happening here? Okay, let me check the map. I think this one was by the old gate. Yes. So I still need to find the orchard for the rest of the birds. I'm gonna check the old gate here, though. Especially because there are... What is this? Oh, another map. And this is just... a different path? Okay. Is there anything of interest at the old gate? Gate of Talk. And this is where, Chow wants to meet us. Okay, well, that is not what we're doing. We do have to go to the orchard. Oh, here's another bird. On the way to that new area. Here we go. Study. And there's one last bird. Great spotted woodpecker. Chasnefev. If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound? If you hear a bird speaking, is it speaking? Do you remember or do you dream? Did you know this mountain used to be a tourist destination? Tell me more. Once upon a time, the old wooden gate wasn't there. Who built it? We did. I mean, sorry, you did. The other humans, you know, before they died. You had already built your little wall to isolate yourself. In its place, the path from the plain to the top of Grand Talk used to end. They would rest after the long hike at Glass Lake, and we found a lot of dead bodies there. Why was it called Glass Lake? Before the fire, it was often frozen. The faithful visited the Madonna of the Snows. It's a beautiful votive statue you find climbing the peak. Oh, right, that was that monument we found at the very top where the eagle stays. Just above it, the monument of the fallen Talk. But it wasn't just a tourist area. At Gianni's orchard, cows grazed. Who was Gianni? Gianni was the shepherd. He brought his cows here. He had set up an old bathtub as a trough. He had a dog that always barked at tourists, but it was harmless. The university researchers often came to take mineral samples from the Galleria. It's Piedmontese. It means gallery. Gianni called it that. The one connecting Gianni's orchard to Glass Lake. And then the region built the regional dam. Why did they build a dam here? They said they wanted to produce hydroelectric power, but they never managed to. They just ruined the scenery. The swamp didn't exist before, in fact, but the mountain is still beautiful if you ask me. We were lucky to live here, even if it ended badly for everyone. Thank you for listening to me. I hadn't thought about all this in a long time. Now tell me, how can I help you, my bird friend? A man named Chow wants to hurt me. I've always hated violence. By then, the birds no longer cared about what happened. The fire had made them apathetic, but you shook them awake. Now we'll all fight together with you when the time comes. I'll be there too. And then there was one. So, it seems like there is an alternate path. If I get up on here, can I? No, it's not here. So there's a little bit of an alternate path if I go this way. And this is to find what exactly? I am running out of time, but more worms is a good thing. What is this? Oh, I'm back here. Okay. Let me put some worms here and just see what I get. Hopefully it's a new bird, but I doubt it. It is! Wait a minute, this is Chester! Oh, a barn howl. Or it looks like Chester. Hello, Birdman. I'm the last bird in the reserve you still haven't spoken to. You've come very far in such a short time, but you've already convinced us to help you. Why do you keep talking to us? I want answers. I understand. Have you ever heard of deductive logic? Once I read in a book a long digression on deductive logic in Indian thought. It's a process of deduction from the bottom up. It starts from observation, seeing smoke and deducing there's a fire. Why don't we do an experiment today, you and I? I'll ask you questions about what you've seen today. Shall we try? But be careful. You might discover things you don't like. All right, let's do it. The mountain is surrounded by flames. What do you deduce? Well, I mean, all three of these things. The world has ended, the mountain is safe, the air is full of chemicals released by the fire. I'm gonna do that. Everything human beings built, everything they fought for, all the useless stuff they piled up, reduced to ash and smoke. And you've been breathing it for years. Also, little baby pumpkin wants to say hi. Hi, pumpkin. Say hi. So are we, like, hallucinating all this stuff? The mountain is full of skeletons. What do you deduce? A lot of people lived here. No, not necessarily. I'm the last human being. Something killed them. Most likely the same thing. They didn't die violently. The birds have incomprehensible reactions to the code word. What do you deduce? The code word triggers something. It's not a code word. It's not. No, it isn't. It's an acronym. The birds talk to you as if they were human beings. What do you deduce? Either the birds have changed or I'm crazy. So, I don't think the birds have changed because of these chemicals. I'm crazy. No, you're not crazy. Oh, I'm wrong. You're sick. You've mutated. Wait a minute. Is this like specific combination of chemicals doing something physically to the people around me, and now they're like these bird things, but I'm still imagining them as birds? Who am I? Break the illusion. You are me. Go on. I'm hallucinating because of the chemicals in the air. So? Everything I did today doesn't exist. And who are you talking to? With myself. There's no one here. Welcome back to your senses, Astolfo. So I was right. But maybe it would have been better to not find out, don't you think? Everything you did, everything that I did, was for nothing. What will I do when I'm in front of Chow? I don't know. I'll find out. Maybe I'll ask Chester. How can I help you, Master? I spoke with the last bird. Why are you telling me this? You do not exist, Chester. That's not true. Don't say that, Master. That wretched bird only wants to confuse you. He does not want to help you and has found this vile trick. He's a scoundrel. You don't believe him, do you? After everything we've been through, now that we are both birds, now that we can be happy, you love me, don't you? I can refuse the love. I can accept the love and say, you're right, Chester, and stay in our world of illusion. Or I can say, Chaznefev. Master, do not use it against me, please. What does it matter what is true and what is false? We protect each other, you and I. We are never alone. In a world like this, it is not an illusion. It is faith. Do not destroy everything, please. If you do, I will no longer be able to help you, not even the other birds. Chaznefev, tell me the truth. But what if the human body adapted by developing mutations? They could be radical and physical mutations, or not manifest outwardly, but cause tangential symptoms, like hallucinations and delirium. I am you. You are me. We are the birds. Master, what have you done? I'm sorry, Master. It's over. I can no longer help you. The birds have abandoned you for good. That's because they all existed in my head. Everything, all of this, we weren't talking to the birds. Chester wasn't convincing us to change ourselves this way. We've been breathing in this combination of chemicals and are dealing with profound hallucinations that have caused us to mutilate our body to make it seem like we're a bird. That thing that attacked us, that bird with legs, is us, as we've mutated ourselves. We're part of our own hallucination. Task failed, watch the birds. And now I won't be able to speak to you anymore either. I return to silence. You weren't as I thought. Farewell. Yep, Chester can't speak to me anymore. And just like that, it's over. The birds are gone. Oh, here's another paper. Carlo, I'm sorry, but I can't stay with you until the end. I don't want to end up like the others. Enjoy the lake for me, too. I love you. There's a small note in the margin. Read the note. Before you enjoy the lake, please remove my corpse. No kidding. Okay, with a little over an hour left of in-game time, we are headed to face Chow at the sealed door. What do you want to do? Open the gate. Okay. I didn't find his food, but I also don't have the birds to help me this time. Was it the right decision? I have no idea. But the important thing is, friends, we know the truth. This game has been an unbelievably spectacular adventure. This is by the same developers who did the fishing horror game with Cagliuso, Lone Shark. This is Fort Talk. Wait, is this where he wanted to meet us? Hello? Strange computer. A small computer. It's connected to measuring instruments you don't recognize. It seems to have been turned off for years. Another note. I'm trying to write to calm myself after the result of the analyzer tests. The air is full of the chemical components released in the fires. The main ones are carbon, hydrogen, arsenic, nickel, iron, vanadium. Chasnefev. In periodic symbols, Chasnefev. I don't know what continuous exposure to these substances will entail. Death is likely, but what if the human body adapted by developing mutations? They could be radical physical mutations. This is exactly what Chester was saying. Or not manifest outwardly, but cause tangential symptoms, like hallucinations and delirium. The idea came to me thinking about the other's absurd behaviors. These are our notes. Giorgio, who wants to starve himself to death. Mauro's paranoia with his absurd escape plans. These are all of the other people we knew. Chiara's obsession with temperature, the apathy of Letizia and Damiziana. I thought they were the effects of the desperate situation we're in, but maybe they're not. I also wonder whether Anna's suicide could be explained this way. My impression that things suddenly spiraled would be validated, but I'm trying to absolve myself for not realizing she couldn't take it anymore. I'm so tired. For now, I'll lie down, but by morning I'll come up with some idea. Okay, these aren't my notes. These are just the notes of other people that were with us. And there is that bird. Man thing, which I think is us. In our own strange, hallucinative way. But Chow's either here or somewhere else. Inform Chow you found the source of the food. Oh, okay. So this is where we had to go if we were completing his task, but we aren't doing that. We're still gonna attack him, basically. Okay, this is the Gate of Tak. Is this where he is? Beyond the gate, Chow awaits you. You don't know what will happen, but nothing will ever be the same again. Once you cross it, you will not be able to go back. You have not yet completed all the missions Chow assigned, or you've not yet completed all the missions Chow assigned you. Facing him now could be risky. Do you still want to go out to face him? Open the gate. I'm ready. We haven't informed him of anything yet, even though we did find the source of the food. Okay, Chow. Where are you? That's a skewered bird? Spit-roasted bird. They lured me with some grains. I trusted them. They seem so similar to us. Instead, they are like you. Greedy, wicked, biased. They are humans, and now they have come to skewer you on a spit. Don't touch the food, Tick. Turn around slowly. What? That isn't me. A human? But Jesus Christ. Leaves? Worms? What did you do to your nose? Oh yeah, we mutilated ourselves. Who the hell are you? I thought you were all dead. So you can never just have some peace and quiet. What are you? Shut up. I'm the one asking the questions here. First question, how many humans are there? I don't know if I should lie. Let me just say just me. A reject. I almost feel sorry for you. Second question. On this mountain lives one of mine. Where is he, and what did you do to him? If you answer truthfully, I'll kill you quickly. Wait, what? What do you mean, one like you? Shut up and answer. Today you all agreed to torture me with forbidden questions. Wait. Chosen Corporal? Is that you? This is Chow. Reporting for duty, sir. You've always been a human being. But I thought you were like me. A reborn. Are these like bird-human hybrids? You filthy piece of crap. You deceived me. Brigadier, I didn't mean to. Don't call me Brigadier. You're not a member of my unit. I don't know how you managed to survive until now, but your luck has run out. Today I'll kill you. And I'll wipe out the human race forever. Brigadier, would you kill a soldier of the troop? You're appealing to our military ties to save your skin. Do you think I'm that soft? Damn my soft heart. Alright, I won't kill you, but I won't let you live either. What? Sir, what do you mean? I sentence you to exile. You will have to leave the mountain and go down to the burned lands. That's death, basically. Sir, I won't survive. I told you I won't let you live. I can't. History demands that humanity disappear. Be grateful I'm not having my troop eat you. Hold on a second. How do these things even exist? I'm thinking This is probably part of the hallucination. One of the things I'm kind of gleaning from this is that, you know, that radio looks like it hadn't been used in forever. So how was Chow even able to contact us? I don't know, something doesn't seem right. I'm not sure if I believe this is really happening. Now it's time to carry out your sentence. First, I have questions. Of course you have questions, but fine. I'll allow you to ask them. Consider it your last wish. What exactly is that monster? What you're staring at, as if it were a wild animal, is Vice Brigadier Geronimo. I sent him to the mountain ahead of time to scout the area. He found the fortress. And he found you too, from what I've gathered. I wonder why he didn't kill you right away. Okay, so that... Wait, it still might have been in my head, because these guys could be in my head. I don't know, I'm so confused. What do you guys think? For every contemptuous remark you make, I'll make you stay on the mountain 1 extra minute to torture you. For now, you're at 1. What did you become? My skin withstands heat, my lungs absorb oxygen even from polluted air, and my bones are hollow and light. I'm much faster than a human being. I'm a creature chosen by history, by the future. So you were mutated by that combination of chemicals. How did you manage to stay alive? By transforming. Around us, human beings choked or burned pathetically. Our bodies instead changed, mutated. Oh. You weren't people turned into this, you were birds turned into this. We melted and reformed in the fire. I don't know if it was the fire or all the chemical filth the blaze released into the air, but now we're something else. Yeah, clearly. If he was on the mountain, why didn't you know I'm human? Geronimo and the rest of the brigade are different from me. Yeah, not quite as intelligent, I guess? Purified in the fire, their bodies became martial masterpieces. They're much stronger than me, much faster, and they can fly, but they lost their minds. They don't speak, and they understand few gestures. They're not able to communicate complex concepts. Okay, so it's starting to add up now. Are you the only intelligent being among these monsters? Yes, I'm the only intelligent being. In the limited sense in which you can understand intellect, you don't seem very quick to react either, I must say. I told you not to call him a monster. 2 minutes of torture. How do you know that you won't become like that Mon, like Vice Brigadier Geronimo? History chose me. I'm Scipio, not Hannibal. I'm Augustus, not Antony. I'm Marcus Aurelius, not Commodus. I will win. I won't transform. So you don't know. You realized I was military, didn't you? I tortured many people in my career. 3 minutes of torture. Alright, now I'm confused again. And I just got an achievement for offending Chow. Wonderful. Why are you so surprised that I'm still alive? The fire covered the world in smoke and filled the air with chemical substances. You humans are all dead. I watched you die by the thousands just from breathing. History spared me for a reason. Don't think you can save yourself by twisting my words against me. It sounds painful. It was more pain than you could ever imagine. But it made us ready to face the challenges of the new world, even if it left deep scars. I have no more questions, so, as Brigadier, I requisition the mountain and everything it holds. I sentence you to exile for being human. You were a terrible corporal for the short time it lasted, but it doesn't matter if you didn't confirm the fortress contains food. This mountain is the perfect place to settle, tins or not. But what's that? Chester? Even if you don't deserve it, Master, I will stay by your side. I won't stop loving you just because you don't deserve it. This is Cupid's curse. Did you give it a name? You shouldn't have given it a name. You ended up getting attached to things with a name. Explain to me why you're talking to that bird. Okay. That kind of confirms to me, because we know that Chester isn't real, that kind of confirms to me that these guys aren't real either, and this is some ridiculous scenario that has developed in our brain as part of the delusion. Has this some kind of scene to make me pity you? I was just talking with Chester. Now I understand, but go on, please. Say goodbye to your friend before the grand finale. What did you understand? That history didn't spare you all the pain. I thank you for this last little skit, but my patience has run out. Get out. You could have saved yourself if you had trusted me. Now instead you will die. Oh, you haven't convinced enough birds to help you. The problem is, I accepted the truth. And now the birds can't help me because I know the truth. So a lot of this encounter here is based on the fact that we're not sure yet, that it's likely you'll encounter this without really knowing the truth. We know the truth, so it is very likely that none of this exists. We're about to send ourselves into exile purely on hallucinations. Leave the mountain. Never come back again. And that should be my demise. The last human ran away from the mountain, followed by Chester. He ran without looking back while Chow and his monsters shouted in triumph. The mountain was theirs. The other birds took flight in a single flock and never returned. The last human never saw them again. The last human wandered for days through the burning lands. Chester followed him without speaking anymore. He found a well. Leaning over, he saw the dark liquid at the bottom and the sun reflected on it. The sight of the water made him leap with emotion and he lost his balance. He fell. The last thing he saw was that it was not water. It was blood. The blood of all the desperate ones who had fallen into the well, dreaming of quenching their thirst. Against their corpses, he broke his neck. Thus, the last human being died. Wow, okay. Definitely a game with multiple endings. Let's see what I can do to make some of that happen. Okay, so I started a new playthrough. I denied the birds access at all. We're gonna go with Chow's route here. So I found the food, and now we're gonna radio in. My time is precious, son. Don't waste it. I found your food. Did you find the reserve? I found it. Perfect. Truly perfect. You did well. I confirm your rank as corporal. We'll see when we meet. While we're at it, I see there are lots of pretty little birds here on the mountain. I want you to bring me one. Dead. Ready for a snack. If you want to join my brigade, make sure you have it when you come to me. Otherwise, there will be a bad ending. Literally. Report to me with the little bird already dead. There's no need to call me this time. How do I catch a little bird? When I was little, I played a game in the countryside. I poured glue on the ground. Then I dumped bird food on top of it like worms. The birds came to get the food and got stuck. Do the same thing. Do you have any glue with you? No. Then go find it. Before the fire, farmers grazed their livestock up there. There must be an old tool shed, right? Or a barn? Improvise. I have to hang up. What did you do next with the trapped bird? I strangled it. Alright, dude. You got some serious issues. Okay, and according to the new yellow circle on the map, it looks like the glue is in here. Huh. Thick chain blocks the entrance. Open the gate. There it is, a small jar of glue. Do you want to take it? Yes. Okay. This is very morbid, but again, we gotta do it to get that ending, so let's go ahead and place the glue here. Then the food on the bird feeder. And now I guess we just have... Oh... Wait, this one can still talk even though I shoot away the birds? Oh, you're Pumpkin's friend. I named our little bird friend Pumpkin this time instead of Chester. How funny, for a moment I got scared. Could you please let me go? I have to bring worms to my chicks. If they don't eat, I'll never hear the end of it. No. You have to let me go. Don't squeeze. I think you've got confused. Squeeze tighter. I can't breathe. You're breaking my bones. Please. Oh, this is... I hate this. I actually really hate this. If you kill me, the birds will never help you again. They're already not going to help me. We already ruined that. If you don't transform yourself into a bird, the birds don't help you. I hated that. Let's go ahead and head to Chow and face him. I've really been thinking about like the story since we got the first ending. And it's become very clear to me what's happening. This entire scenario is a hallucination. Even the idea that creatures can mutate due to the combination of chemicals is all part of this grand delusion. That whole encounter at the end, we weren't talking to anything. Chow and the monster are just as real as all of the birds we've talked to. Just as real as Chester. Everything, this person is alone. Everything that's happening is part of this, you know, giant illusion, and we have been breathing in these chemicals constantly for forever at this point. And now we are left with just absolutely no idea what's real and what's not, and the game does that in a very effective way by continuing to make the player question that, even when we've learned the truth, even when we've solved what that word means, which honestly, brilliant twist. I loved that. I did not see that coming at all. Obviously, it's easy to say, oh, the guy went crazy from being up here, but he didn't necessarily go crazy. He's sick. He's sick from breathing all of this in. Everyone else is already dead. There's no mutations that happen just from breathing in chemicals. You don't turn into a bird person, but I perceive people to do that because I am hallucinating everything around me now. It's very good storytelling. I loved Loan Shark. This is such an evolution of those ideas. I think the developers really pushed things kind of to the next level with this game, and I'm very impressed. I also want to show you guys something here. I think I found a little fun reference. So if you talk to this barrel, it says, "Did you give it a name? Pumpkin?" And it's irritating too. I see nothing manly about talking to a bird, and I think that's a Manly Badass Hero reference. And then they say, what would be big about that thing? So I don't know if I'm reading too much into that, but I don't know. To me, that might be a Manly Badass Hero reference as well as a Big Gaming reference. You got a twofer, which, if that's the case, that is so nice of you. Thank you. I'm gonna tell Chester and Pumpkin, the real Chester and Pumpkin, that later tonight. But for now, we have to go confront Chow. Okay, here we go. Let's bring the dead bird to the gate and talk to Chow. Here we go. Open the gate. I am ready. This time we're going to be on his side instead of getting exiled after learning the truth. Here we go. Okay, here's where it lets us choose. Stand at attention. Sir, I request permission to speak. Are you appealing to my sentimentality, Corporal? Just because I expressed appreciation for your loyalty? Alright, permission granted, but don't waste time. Sir, I completed all assigned missions. You did, it's true. I earned my stripes in the field. That was a great moment. I possess intelligence and understanding above the brigade's average. You do, Corporal. Unfortunately, you have them, and they don't. I want to be a part of Chow's brigade, sir. You were to me, son, but now... What happens? I want to keep serving the brigade, sir. Of course you do. I can tell you're a born soldier, but how can I keep you alive now that I know what you are? Unless... Alright. I'll allow you to stay. You'll be the brigade's human mascot. You'll have to live locked up, separate but visible. You will never be able to leave your prison. You'll be fed, kept full, and you'll keep me company with our conversations. A little bird in a that's what? Wait a minute. So the whole scenario becomes reversed now. We live as a bird in a cage, except we're a human being for a giant bird, basically. Oh my god. But if you want this to be your future, I ask you for one last proof. Ready for orders, sir. Kill that little bird on your arm. What? Sir? You understood perfectly. Kill the little bird. Oh god. Why? Because no one in the brigade must have any conscience apart from me. In other words, I won't tolerate you being influenced by these birds. Get rid of them, son. Master, don't let them win you over. Okay. I know none of this is real. I know this is all my imagination, but let's see this scenario out. Maybe the birds haven't been kind to you, but I only want what's best for you. I'm sorry, Master, I loved you. Me too, I'm sorry. You're making the right choice, Corporal. We'll cure you. Now give me that bird. Master, I'm scared. The last human handed Pumpkin over to Chow. The Brigadier devoured the little bird in one single bite. All the birds shrieked in unison. I wonder if Chow was supposed to represent what I looked like by the end of all of this. Because the image of Chow with the feathers and the beak, that looks identical to the way I looked in the first playthrough. So Chow's current look doesn't represent mutations, it represents how I mutilated myself because I was breathing in so many chemicals and I hallucinated so much. Chow locked the last human inside of his old house. He would never be able to leave again. Chow's monster spent hours at the window staring at the human being. Someone threw food. The last human had forgotten how long he had been in the cage. Chow's monsters no longer showed themselves. Chow no longer showed himself. The birds no longer chirped, so he stopped thinking. Thus, the last human being died. Okay, we have refound every single bird. It is time to face Chow with our bird armada. Here we go. Call the birds to your aid with a mighty screech. Did you give it a name? You shouldn't have given it a name. Okay, here we go. So this should allow us to pick the next option, I think? Sound the charge. Okay, here we go. Call the birds to battle with a screech. Have faith, Master. Now they will arrive. You are completely insane, and you've tired me out. Vice Brigadier Geronimo, kill him. Birds? Vice Brigadier? Bird asked help. Bird help. Bird. Helping our feathered friends, I see. Chow's monsters advanced clumsily and menacingly and turned on him, I guess. But they knelt before the last human instead of attacking him. Then they closed in around Chow with their beaks wide open. The Brigadier seemed insignificant compared to his monsters. He shouted orders and threats. Wow. But soon, only his blood came out of his beak. The monster slaughtered his body and devoured it. The mountain birds chirped all around. Chow was a bird who wanted to pretend to be a human, and he lost. The last human had given up everything in order to become a bird, and he won. And he became the supreme wild leader of the mountain, the monsters, and the birds. Thus, the last human being died, and a bird was born. So, in the world of our main character's hallucination, basically those chemicals either killed humans or caused birds to mutate into strange bird-human-like hybrids, which Chow was. Now, the interesting thing about the endings in this game is that none of them matter. None of the endings in this game matter. Technically, the one where we defeat Chow is like the good ending, but the real ending, the true ending, is not an ending at all. It's learning the truth by finding all the birds. None of the things we're interacting with, including the birds, are real. None of it's real. All of this exists inside of our character's mind due to the chemicals, which was that word that was offending all the birds. That word was offending them not because it was like some magical spell, but it was because it was the abbreviations for all of the chemicals that were causing those hallucinations in the first place. This is one of the coolest twists I've seen in a horror game we've played on the channel, and I think one of the most special games we have played thus far. Friends, this was an awesome adventure. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys very much. Please be safe, and and I'll see you in the next one.